On this episode of Sea Smoke Barbecue, we're cooking smoked turkey.
We're going to show you how to brine the turkey first, and we're going to show you a side dish of bacon ranch au gratin potatoes.
Hope you enjoy.
Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a turkey brine. It's a simple, easy recipe. You're going to need a bowl with a lid, which I don't need a very large bowl because I'm only doing breast cutlets today. So as long as you have any bowl with a lid, you can even use Ziploc bags or anything like that that you want to do, anything that can hold the liquid. Now, whenever you go to do your brine, you're going to need equal parts of hot water and cold water. Plus, you will need equal parts of salt and sugar. Now, to do this is going to help put moisture and flavor into your poultry whenever you do a brine. Now, there's many different ways you can do a brine. We're just going to do this simple, easy one today. Now, I'm going to put some water in my bowl. I did it again. Look at me. No hot water in the bowl yet. Let me stop jumping ahead of myself. We're going to put our dry goods in the bowl first. Then we'll put some hot water in the bowl. Alright, I have a half a cup of salt here, so I'm going to put it in the bowl. Then I'm going to get a half a cup of sugar, which my husband's going to love dearly that I got a little salt in his sugar container. That sweet tea's going to taste pretty good now, isn't it? We put a half a cup of sugar in there also. I also have a half a cup of seasoning that I like, which this is some Weber's hot honey and some ranch powder we mix together. Now, what I always say is make sure you use whatever seasoning you like, so it's whatever you like to taste. So we're going to put a half a cup of this in there also. And then I have some dry herbs over here. I'm going to put a bay leaf in here, if I can find one that's not totally tore up. And I have some thyme, because I like thyme, that we're going to add. And I have some dry parsley. Now, you can add any dry ones you would like, or you can even use fresh ones if you want. You can also sit there and put like chopped onions in here, or you can put some minced garlic in there, or you can put any peppers or anything like that that you want in there. Anything you want to add flavor to your meat that you're brining, you put what you like in there. Now, I'm going to get the hot water so we can mix this and dissolve the sugar and the salt. Now I put 3 cups of hot water in there for now so I can dissolve the salt and the sugar and the other seasonings I put in there. But I got to leave room to put the cold water in there too, so I believe 3 cups of the hot water would be fine for right now. Now you're just going to whisk together your ingredients just to make sure your salt and sugar and everything is dissolved in the hot water, and all your items you put in there is mixed together. Alright, done with that. Now I'm going to get a pair of gloves here, and we're going to use that to put the poultry in the bowl. Now remember, the water's hot, so don't forget to add your cold water, because you don't want to start cooking your turkey. You just want to brine it so we can make sure to stay moist and give a little more flavor to it when we go to cook it. Now, you wondered, how long should I brine my turkey? Well, how long do you got? You can brine it for like an hour or two if you got only a little bit of time in which to do it. Or you can brine it for several hours. Sometimes it's even better if you want to do it for 24 hours, if you can. But if not, just a little while will work also. So now I'm going to add our turkey breast into the bowl. And make sure they're completely submerged. And now I'm going to take my bowl over here, and we're going to add the cold water. And I'm going to add my 3 cups of cold water. That way I know that my turkey is not sitting in that hot water and trying to cook. Not that it would cook a lot, but we still could make bad things happen with the warm water bath. So, okay, now I have everything in my bowl, and all I need to do is put the lid on, and we're done. And that's our brine. Alright, tonight we are going to make some smoked bacon and ranch au gratin potatoes. And remember, everybody, wash your hands first. And we're going to get some gloves on. And earlier, Gary did this while I was at work. He took a baking potato and he sliced it in our chopper and made thin slices, like as if you were going to make potato chips or something like that. And I like to boil our potatoes just a little bit before we make this on the smoker. That way they're partially cooked before we stick them on the smoker, and it won't take quite as long to prepare it when you get ready to make it.
Gives it a better flavor than what it was.
Yes. So we got a cast iron pan in which we're going to cook this in tonight. So we're going to spray our pan to help it not stick as much. And then we're going to take our potatoes and we're going to start lining the bottom of the pan, just overlapping each other. This takes a few minutes. So hum a tune or something while you wait or whatever. Now when you make your au gratin potatoes, pick whatever you want to make them with. I mean, you can add onions in there, or bacon, or ham, and pick whichever seasonings you like. Like I say, pick what you like and what you like to eat, because this is about what you like. But we like making these. These turned out pretty good when we make them.
Got so many taters here.
And our daughter is videoing for us today, and I'm going to get her to show you the inside of the pan in just a moment of how we just got these layered up on top of each other. So you can see inside of the pan in a moment. So there's the inside of the pan where we got the potatoes laid in there. Now you can start adding your fun stuff. I have some chopped onions I'm going to put in here. And Gary's going to add up some chopped bacon we did to put in there. And make sure you spread everything around evenly.
Yeah, I'm bad about that.
Okay, we're going to add a little bit of garlic. And I do like a little bit, but if you don't want to do too much, you know, add more or less. That's just what you like. I just like a little, so I'm just going to put little dabs of it here and there just to give it a little bit of the flavor of it. That way it's not too strong. And we're going to add a little parsley and thyme to it also. But like I said, you can put any herbs or herbs, whichever you like to say, in there. You can do dry ones, or like I said, you can also do fresh ones and do just the ones that you like to use. If you like sage or rosemary or just whatever you like.
Good.
Yep. And I'm going to put a little bit of butter in here too. And I'm going to just spread it, pats around and a little bit here and there. Just to have a little fat in the pan while it's cooking. Yeah, and Gary's going to open a ranch powder mix and sprinkle it on. And you can do as much of the mix as you want. If you only want to put a little bit in there, then do that, or you can put the whole packet. You can put any kind of seasoning you want. It don't matter if you want to put barbecue seasoning in there, or you can do taco seasoning and make taco potatoes, or just whatever you like. I'm going to add some heavy cream in here. If you don't have no heavy cream, that's okay. You can use milk. I just like to have a little cream in there just so it'll make a little sauce, as if like you're making au gratin potatoes that you've made in the oven. Which you can do these in the oven just as well as you can do them, you know, on the smoker. But as you know, most au gratin or scalloped potatoes have a sauce in it, so that's why I like to use the heavy cream. But like I said, you can use milk too to do this, so it'll make a sauce for you. And it'll add some moisture to your potatoes too. I just like the extra thick cream with it being the heavy cream.
If you didn't know, make sure you get a fresh glove so you go dig it in your cheese.
Yes. And use any cheese you like. We've got some 3 cheddar cheese tonight and some Parmesan. But you can use any kind you like to put in there. You can even use canned cheeses if you want to. And, or you can use the cheddar cheese soup if that's something you like. Or even if you want jar dipping cheese that you use for chips or something, you can use it. Or if you want Velveeta or something like that, use that. Just like I said, whatever it is that you like to use, that's what you put in.
We're putting this on the smoker around 300 to 325 degrees. And cooking until it's done.
And it shouldn't take too long to cook. We know how to eyeball it now. I wouldn't say it'd take no more than maybe 25 or 30 minutes to do it. It should be, all the cheese should be melted on it. It'll be nice and bubbly and everything on there. Yeah, I believe we got plenty of cheese. But yeah, as long as all your cheese is all melted, because like I said, I already got him to pre-cook the potatoes a little bit. Well, I pre-cooked the potatoes just a little bit. That way it won't take as long. So yeah, it should take about 25 or 30 minutes for it to be completely done, to heat the potatoes all the way back through, and all your cheese and everything should be melted, and it should make a nice sauce in there with the ranch powder and your heavy cream and stuff. So this is our side dish for today. We hope you enjoyed it. It was informal, and we'll show you the end result when we take it off the smoker. And tonight we're going to finish up our dinner. We did our side dish a few minutes ago. You can check out that video. We also did the brine for this turkey too last night, which we have a video for that to show you how to make the brine. Now we took...
Actually, a big part of this video.
And a big part of this video, in which we put the brine in the refrigerator last night with the turkey in it. So we've taken the turkey out of the refrigerator and we've taken it out of the brine. Now we're fixing to show you, we're going to inject the turkey and we're going to put some rub on it, and then we're going to put it on the smoker. Now we have 2 turkey breast cutlets we're doing this evening. And we have some Tony Sassery's injection that we like to use on our turkey. We got a new kind tonight. We got honey, bacon, and barbecue we're trying. And we also have some Memphis style barbecue rub that we like to get from Rouse's. Now, we're going to put the needle in here and screw it in. Now, when working with turkey, as always, we say first, wash your hands. But we have some gloves on that we're going to wear. We did wash our hands. But you need to always be careful when doing poultry that you do not cross-contaminate, because you can give people salmonella. So we're going to take our brine and take it out of this bottle, and we're going to pour some in our bowl.
Injection.
Oh, that's right. It's injection, not brine. Excuse me. So we're going to pour some of this in that bowl so we don't cross-contaminate what's in our bottle, in case we don't use this all, which we probably won't, because we're not doing a whole turkey. Like I said, we're just doing breast cutlets tonight. So I'm going to pour some in here that we've already shook up. And Gary's going to put some in the injection needle so we can put it in the turkey.
Be sure to get plenty in.
And it's okay if it starts squirting out. That's normal. Just make sure you hit a lot of places and put your brine. I mean, not your brine. Why do I keep saying brine and stuff? I've done said brine. I've done said marinade. I think I need to go back to school and have some lessons myself on what we're cooking. But for your injection that you're putting in there is what we're putting in there.
If you watch closely, you can actually see the turkey swell as you inject. And yes, some does come out. But be sure you get it in plenty of places.
Now, also remember too, I poured quite a bit in this bowl that we're using, but after we finish using this, do not pour it back in your bottle, because then you definitely will be cross-contaminating and make everybody all kinds of sick, and they'd be very unhappy with you. So just be sure to get rid of whatever you don't use of your injection out of your bowl. And be sure to remember to put what injection you have left in your refrigerator.
I think that'll do it on it.
Okay, you want to sit that on top of this? And we'll set that over here.
I'm going to set them over there for rubbing.
Alright, you want to turn it upside down? That's not upside down, but okay.
Either way, you rub on both sides.
Alright, so now we're going to sprinkle our rub on that we want. And like we always say, use what you like. Like I said, we're using some Memphis style barbecue rub tonight on our turkey. That's just what we feel like tonight. But you put whatever kind of rub you like on yours. If you don't want anything on there, if you remember, we did quite a bit of stuff in our brine. So if you don't want to put any rub on there, what you used in your brine will still be great on the grill also too. Or even if you plan on using this in the oven. Because we think whatever you can do in the oven, you could do on a grill or smoker too. Hold it over so get the sides.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I'll just like get it right up against there.
Yeah, and the whole side is over here naked. Okay, hold on. Yes, I'm being picky me. Look at it, got flat. Do a little bit in there. I'm going to take now, as you see, I've got one hand wet and one hand dry. I don't think you want to sit there and take your wet hand and be grabbing your spices. I mean, then you just be putting turkey in places you shouldn't be putting turkey. Okay, now we're going to set this back in the refrigerator for a few minutes while Gary goes out and gets our smoker ready until we're ready to put it on the smoker. So we'll see you guys in a little bit when we put it on the smoker.
Okay, today I'm going to light my smoker using a Oklahoma Joe's grill torch. Pretty nice, tool if you haven't bought one. You can find them at Academy for around 40 bucks. Got a little valve you turn on, pull the trigger, and you got a fire. Let's get this lid out. And this process takes about a minute or two before everything gets burning good. It'll still be about 15-20 minutes afterwards. Got a forward part right here. Keep holding it on there until you fire it. Let's see how that looks. We'll give it just a little bit more juice. Just make sure it's good and lit. Alright, we got a fire. Let's set that down, let that cool off before we put it up. And we'll be back in about 15-20 minutes. Alright, it's been a little longer than expected, but as you see, we got a fire going right now. Burning nice and hot. Get this stirred around. Stir it good hot. Alright, we're going to close that lid down. And we're going to let this thing come up to temperature. Shoot for around 300 to 325 degrees. And we'll be back at it in just a few minutes. Okay, we got our smoker up to temperature. It's sitting right about where I want it, right around 300 range. So we're going to get this thing on here. Getting our turkey and our taters. Yes, I'm a country boy. That's why I call them taters. And let that smoke up. Looking for internal temperature of 165 on turkey breast. And the wood I'm using today is oak wood, as you probably see here. I use fresh cut splits, so I get right out of my own backyard. And I start my fire using a little bit of luck charcoal and the wood split. And with that, it'll be 30 minutes to an hour and we'll be ready to eat. Thank God, because I'm hungry. Okay, this turkey's finally up to temp where we want it. Took a little longer than we expected, but you know, that's the way it goes when you're barbecuing. So, curl these so we can go in and eat. Always remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for future videos.
Okay guys, this is our end product. This is our turkey breast cutlets that were smoked and our smoked bacon ranch au gratin potatoes.
Again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we'll try to get more videos out to you.